What are you talking about? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You lied to me?
Okay, we're live. Everything is in order.
Yeah.
Except I gotta shit. I gotta hit a button. Let me make sure everything's okay. Okay, everything's okay. Alright, listen back, Paul. Make sure you sound loud enough, I guess.
One sec. I need to open up the volume and unmute my Firefox and then unmute Twitch.
Alright, never mind.
Oh, I sound really blurry and gross.
You sound fine.
Okay,
Wait, you don't think so?
it's fine. Trees look nice.
Yeah, they're cherry blossoms.
Cherry
Do you actually sound like weird?
Hello, you listening? You tell me.
I can't. It messes
Why
up the
not?
capture. As long as your voice sounds clear,
Okay.
so it's fine.
I think. I don't know.
I guess someone can tell us. Anywho. I hit start right as the thing transitioned. So yeah, we're gonna do Animal Crossing, but the original one because it's the best one.
It's the most.
Wait a minute. Oh
It's all
shit! It's the
got
wrong
disgusting
memory
textures.
card. Fuck! Wait a minute, I gotta fix this.
What?
Shit!
Justin, Riolu, Lunith, and Drew, all
Why is it
lowercase.
pulling from slot B? What the fuck? Why? This isn't right at all.
Why are the textures all 5 by
Turn
5?
it off.
Looks gross.
Paul, say things quickly.
I'm Justin. I like games that have 5 polygons and 1 kilobyte textures stretched over them. It's so much better than the newer games.
Shit.
They're the exact
Why
same
do
thing, but
that?
nicer looking. Justin, what have you done?
Okay, you can just stay out.
Hi, Hollow Boy Danny.
Back in when I feel like it.
Justin's having trouble with his Animal Crossing.
Oh, good.
He put in he
So
put it in the
happy
wrong
that
slot.
happened.
He put in a bad memory
Hey,
card,
Danny.
and suddenly it's Nintendo's fault.
I've never seen that happen before. Seriously, where it's like, oh, you have 2 memory cards.
What's the
let me
dog channel?
Oh, that was a picture of my old dog.
Let's see.
He's a little beagle.
Go to photo channel. I want to see your doggo. No, why'd you go on GameCube? wanted to
Because
see the
that's the
dog.
point.
You could have shown
Okay,
us the
fine.
beagle.
I'll go to the dog. You want to see the dog? Yeah. Turn it off again. God, you're so needy. Every time you see a cute doggo, you just gotta stop and stare.
Someone should get their mic out of their throat.
Okay, apparently you do not sound good. Here, hold on, let me try, shit. That's weird. I don't know, try now.
Hello. I am Paul. My mic audio is questionable, so I'm trying to make up things to say.
You can give that a shot at least. Okay, you wanted the dog channel? There you go. There's my doggo.
Yay, dog channel. One sec, I'm a bit behind on you.
I
There's
know.
There's a dog
You
buffer.
can enjoy that for however long it's up.
There's a buffer on the boofer. Oh, he has weirdly human eyes.
Buffer on the boofer.
Oh, did he get human eye transplants?
No. By the way, does he sound better now?
By the way, did I tell you one of my co-workers has mismatched eye colors? It's pretty rad. He's got like a lightish grey in one eye and then brown in the other.
Oh, wait, what mic are you using?
My Blue Yeti.
Mic is over-modulating.
It's probably Justin's fault.
It's a bit
Also, I
better.
don't know what over-modulating means.
I think it's just like, I don't know, sit back a bit.
Okay, I guess.
It's a little better. Yeah, what's up, KK? I'm getting a new place. I did this before, but I didn't save it, so I wanna make a record with Paul, have some fun. Yeah, you should. Yeah, see, it's KK, Paul, living on your own, being free, it feels great.
Yeah, but he's got disgusting textures.
I love his textures. Don't bully him.
They all have gross textures. They're all, you can see all the lack of definition on them.
Don't be mean.
It grinds my gears.
All right. Yeah, no, it's okay. You can ramble. Yeah, let's go.
What if he
Okay.
started being anti-Semitic?
Well, then I guess that wouldn't
What
be
if it-
okay, would it?
One of those rambles.
One of those tangents.
What if this was a haunted copy of the game and he started to turn into your doggo in the other channel?
That'd be alright. It'd be appropriate.
Be
Hey, Rover.
scary.
Yes, that is right, actually. I think you're a bit late, but sure. Yeah,
Rover's
go ahead and
not-
sit, Rover. You mean
That's
well,
not a good name
but
for a cat. Get out of here till you get a more appropriate name for a feline.
I'm not a psycho, am I? I don't think so. What's my name? Let's see.
It's literally triggering to people with mental health disabilities.
I was gonna ask how you are, Danny. I just had to write pages of German school stuff after returning from a mandatory 2-hour presentation. Yeesh. My condolences, sir. Alright, that's who we are. Don't make fun of my name. I don't talk, so it's appropriate.
Why'd you call him Mr. Mime?
Because I don't speak.
Oh. Man, look at those textures out the window. Glad I'm not on that train.
What? They'd be blurry anyways. Things would be moving too fast to see properly.
It doesn't show you there's little people running by with those cardboard cutouts outside the window.
They're
make it look
supposed to
like
be
you're
blurry
moving.
trees.
No, it's just an illusion. They're trying to make you think you're traveling, but it's really just a few people running by with cardboard every so often.
You see a silhouette of a guy behind one every once in a while. The train's just shaking in place like sitcoms.
Looks like the jig is up.
I'm sorry your hand hurts, Danny. Well, rest it well. Uh-oh, he's making a call to his friends.
Hey, Hollow Boy Danny, check out pfiggy95 at twitch.tv.
Self-promoting.
It's a hoot, man.
Great. Why don't you stare at Boar Woman sleeping in the train for a while? I also, you know what? I liked this bit too because, like, normally you get to town and it's like, oh yeah, go see Nook. Alright, here's your house. But in this, like, he talks to you for a bit, gets to know you, and then he's like, wait, I know somebody, and he gives him a call to prep him. He's like, yeah, I can help you out. I don't know, it's kind of nice.
Is Rover a boy or a girl?
I think he's a guy. Rover sounds like a guy name. Fapping session's less intense than that.
Good to know.
Yeah. It's, man, one night when I was just drawing nonstop, like, since I got home, I think that was for like 10 hours straight. My hand was really hurting. Oh, I have the goofy eyes. I guess it's more Mr. Mime-like.
I thought you were going to give a fapping anecdote.
Man, we don't have any snow yet. That sucks.
I don't think you've ever been that personal.
Yeah, well, you're in alright shape, Nook. I mean, you run a shop. And you're in the country, so it's understandable. That is really not smart to move somewhere before you, you find a place to live. It's really, really not smart.
Yeah, it could be a horrible place like London, and you wouldn't even know.
Can you just get an apartment?
No.
Just not at all? No.
A London apartment would cost you an arm and a leg.
But you could still go to one. I want this one. Because I have a thing for the top left corner.
Which one has the most citrus?
Yeah, I could put oranges in mine. Yeah, that looks good. Looks run down, but I can sleep on the floor at least.
If your house even has oranges.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sorry, Hollow Boy Danny. I didn't mean to promote to the converted. Or however the saying goes.
He's the one who remembers your old nickname, too. Oh yeah, they also got rid of the small text in this, too. Like, I think this is the only one that does that. Like, it has big text and it has small text.
I don't like the small text.
I do.
No.
It makes it fun.
No, it's stealing our women.
Small text. They like how petite it is, and it's making them not notice me as much.
They're stealing our women, our jobs, and our healthcare doesn't allow it.
And it's the only one where you have to talk to the gyroid to save.
Does it have Molman?
Well, yeah. Of course it has Molman. This is where Rossetti started. Of course he's gonna be here.
He's a Jewish accountant.
Let's see. No,
me,
please
Molman.
don't. It's Hans Molman.
Now you've done it.
Oh no. Well, here's he didn't have enough money and he didn't have a place to stay. He is a very smart person.
What's that about voice chat?
Yeah, he's everyone in my Discord. Luke, my admin, he's like, yeah, I'm super sick. You should all listen to my terrible voice. So everyone's like jumping in to just talk.
You have voice chat active on yours?
Yeah.
No way.
You should rejoin my Discord.
No. I don't use Discord.
You do. You use it every day.
I don't. I only use it for friends and for my own one.
And, oh yeah, what fruit do I have anyways?
Apple.
Is it oranges? It's oranges!
Well, now you're just a copycat.
Perfect. Alright. Oh, cool. It's not a bad setup. So... Gee, excuse me. These are not badly positioned at all. I like this a lot. Usually it's all janky, but I'm not too upset by this. I love the aesthetics of this one. Yeah, call it Athens.
Why?
Because I love grumps. What the fuck? There's candy?
Called it Ashens.
When was that a thing? What the fuck?
It's the DLC.
Candy doesn't exist in this universe.
It downloaded while your Wii was on standby.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah, you got oranges going on. When the fuck did you get candy? Seriously, this has never been a thing.
This is too creepy.
What is that supposed to do anyways? Is that something you just buy to eat because you have extra money on hand?
Justin, is this the scary Halloween thing you're promising me?
No.
Sweets.
It involves 2 memory cards, but I had to take mine out because it was like, yeah, do you want to read from B for some reason? I said,
Well, that was
no.
pretty terrifying, I have to admit.
Yeah. It's probably because it was the last one I interacted with last night, so... It was like,
Weren't
you
sweets the
clearly
thing
want
for the
this.
Halloween event, or was that like the DS one or something?
I think they still... No, they still keep track of events in this one, but I don't think... Yeah, they don't have characters for them. You only see the mayor. He pops in, he's like, hey, you know what, how event it is? It's Halloween. Isn't that great? Do you still love your grandparents the most? Okay, good, bye. There, I've surrounded your place. Yeah, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. I'm James Woods.
James Woods was better in Simpsons than he was in Family Guy.
Look,
You're
everyone is gonna look at the placement and they're gonna say, wow.
But
That
he was
is
still pretty good
awful.
in Family Guy.
I like him in Family Guy, he's alright.
He's even better in Simpsons, though.
He was in The Simpsons?
Yeah?
I didn't know that. I guess I shouldn't just assume that all celebrities are exclusive to one show.
Simpsons had a few good, like, celebrity cameos and appearances in its early run.
Isn't that when it started going to shit, though?
No, this was, like, before Season 5 even, I think. It's, like, a pretty early one.
Nook's Cranny finna turn into a forest hut. Good.
It's the one where Apu loses his job.
Yeah, I don't have a fucking map yet.
I'm gonna look up what season that's from.
I haven't gotten that far yet. I saw 2 more episodes this last weekend. Grasshopper.
Did you get to the Marge Toomer subplot?
No. What did I get to? I can't remember. Okay, so I need... Oh, there's a Mallory. So there's 4 houses up top. And then 2 on the bottom. Okay. I can work with that. Oh yeah, it was the one where Homer becomes he becomes the mascot for the baseball team.
It's the... Oh yeah, that is a good one.
Hey, it's you. If you're selling something, yeah, I don't want any.
The 13th episode of the 5th season.
Well, wait. Oh, I thought you were saying Quack Pack.
That wasn't a good show. They shouldn't reference that.
Yeah, it's true. Because they were that was when they were teens, right?
Yeah, they aged him up.
Oh, cool!
some-
I got a lion in my town named Rex.
At least one of them
Oh,
was voiced by one
no.
of the Rugrats kids.
Paul, he calls me Cool Cat.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be friends, Rex.
Oh, he's
But-
ugly.
You know, nice to meet you, I guess. There's nothing in the dump. Why is there nothing in? Ooh, wow! Look at all these dragonflies.
Nice to meet you, Rex. Now go back in your house so I can put sealant around the doors.
Go back with Daddy Derek and make more stupid informational videos.
I don't get that reference.
It's Cool Cat.
Oh, right.
That's the only reason I,
get
said
that.
it. Okay, so we got Rex.
What's Cool Cat up to these days?
Rex Ruther. Hell if I know. Wasn't there a thing where he was like, we're gonna be on the red carpet, and then it was like a green screen video of them like driving to Hollywood?
It's pretty funny.
I think that's old, but I always thought that was really weird. Hey, Green Bear. Oh, he's pissed.
Do you think there's a man under the cat suit?
I hope not. What's up, Murphy?
Murphy looks like a dude in a dress.
Yeah, what if it is? You gonna judge?
Maybe a little.
There's a duck in a helmet. His name's Scoot. You got a little frog shirt. That's your name? Jeez, sorry. What can I say? I had limited time talking with a stranger on the train to decide.
Oh, it's a Froppy. He likes Suyu.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hello Kitty?
No.
Oh, you're my hero. Yeah. My Hero Academia, the best show ever on Crunchyroll. Won so many awards.
My waifu Academia.
Basically. Hello, Mayor. Who do you respect the most? Grandpa, of course. Oh, yeah, there you go. You got a keen eye. I always have to bribe the mayor. It doesn't do anything, but fuck it. He would probably give... I bet he would give me like a pumpkin or some shit for Halloween. And also you have to talk to the fountain, and he's like, the town is not okay. Oh, wait a minute.
Hello, boy Danny, what's wrong with you?
Is this tiled right?
Are you sick today?
Does this little spot look weird to you, like on the right side? You can see like a I don't know.
Do you mean the left side? Or do you mean the right side of the circle? On the
It looked like the tiling wasn't quite set up right.
Oh gee, a texture error in this game?
Stop. It looks beautiful. It's gorgeous and I love it. Why is there no extra bridge here? There it
The
is.
ground looks like vomit and my neighbors are all ugly faced.
And then zombies ate my neighbors because it's spooky month and it's also a game.
Oh, I'm gonna play that tomorrow maybe.
Maybe. Oh, Crocoman. Wait.
That's a hard game to complete though, especially if you're not good at games.
Jesus, Dan. Hope you're feeling alright. Just, you know, relax a bit. You know, don't... You're already stressed enough. What did you call me? Grunch? Grunch?
That's the new racial slur.
She's a female gator. Grunch. Where's the cops?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
I just made a Grinch thumbnail for Cam the other day.
Is that what he wanted in Photoshop? He said something to me about, oh, can you do me something quick in Photoshop? And I said,
He
"No, sorry,
asked you too. He asked you before me, I guess.
Yeah, I said, oh, sorry, I'm gonna sleep. And then I slept.
Okay, well, I guess you already know me then, so never mind.
What did he want a Grinch? Oh, because of the Smash Grinch leaks.
Is how the
Which I don't even
how the
know
Grinch
why-
stole Smash Bros. That's what he wanted, so I made it for him.
Why is it called Grinch leaks?
Well, Danny, I'm sorry that happened to you. Also, I don't know. I'm not paying attention. Why is the name Huggy? There's a koala called Huggy. That is a that name is like too cute.
Yeah, he's got to have skeletons in his closet.
Yeah, it can't be trusted. So there was a hill. No. There's a hill somewhere around here, and I'm gonna find it. But you know, Nook didn't want to give me a map. He's like, he'll wander around. It'll give me a chance to sweep.
Oh, my old school friend Rosie would love this game.
There it
She
is.
loved koalas.
That's the only reason.
Yeah. I'm not even kidding. You just get people who love animals so much they'll just be like, ugh. But not like that. That's me.
Yeah, see, like right here, this corner I'm staring at. You can kind of see how, like, there's a seam right there. I'm just neurotic, I guess. Okay, I think that was everybody's account. Can I go?
I can't really see
Yeah.
this, but maybe I'm just blind.
I like how...
I think I could see a seam on the left side of it.
Oh, yeah. I like how the implication of when you're talking to Rover, he's like, oh yeah, I take vacations in Athens all the time. Like, oh, so you're just rich then, huh? Going to Greece back and forth.
I just bum around Athens
Fucker's gonna
sometime,
give
no big deal.
a chlamydia? What is that?
Chlamydia.
Oh. Oh. Hey. I got your shit. Mr. Mime, he doesn't talk at all. It's a gross misconception, and I won't have me slandered like that.
You have
Also-
2 ducks in this place.
Oh, that grasshopper's gonna fall in the... He's gonna fall in the lake. I want to chase him in. Oh my god, he gave me a bug zapper as I was talking about grasshoppers. Oh, he's like right on the cusp.
Justin, the sadistic.
Wait. It's alright, I get it. I know. Nya! Get in there!
Why do you love Animal Crossing so much?
There we go. It's because it's chill and I love how it looks. It's weird because I traded this game in initially.
Oh, you killed him.
I told you. But yeah, I traded this game in initially because like I sort of liked it and then like I don't get it. And then a few months passed. I'm like, you know what? I did like that game. So I rebought it and I actually played it a lot.
Oh, I didn't know chlamydia was bacteria. I thought it was a disease.
Oh, well that's no good. Thank you for finally giving me a map, by the way. Huggy, we're gonna send a letter, Paul.
Okay, what's it gonna say?
I don't know. I always do the most random stupid shit, so it really doesn't matter, I guess. Wait, I thought of something. Let's see. Okay. I wonder what would happen if you gave this kind of letter to somebody.
So does the game support the keypad, the keyboard, GameCube thing?
There's a GameCube keyboard?
I took one into work. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Okay, and wait, let me get an orange and pack it in. Need a fruit tree. Where are they? We're gonna do this right. There's one. Please give this letter to Rex. Also, the orange is not yours either. Why didn't you just address it to Rex then? Pick it up. It's a bacterial infection, so it is a disease.
I meant more like condition or whatever. Well, no, I suppose it has to be a bacteria to spread like that. I don't know. I don't know much about this stuff.
Probably never answered my question.
What are you talking about?
If you got a letter that said, please give this to somebody else, what would you think? They were very rude? Like, why didn't you just give it to them?
I'd say, what is the reason for them having it anyway? If it just says to give it to them.
I was gonna do something like 3 doors, 3 days, or like something like that, but that just kind of popped into my head.
Like, surely if you received a letter that said, give this to Justin from me, that I was given from someone else, you just crumple it up and throw it in the trash.
I mean, if I knew him and the other person, I'd be like, well, I mean, alright. I mean, I guess I can. Yo, I sent the letter. I took too long looking for oranges, so he had to dock my pay a bit.
You should have asked her what her hair color is.
Alright, it's time to do a chore for people. Because he's like, oh, I need to make my list up of things you can do for me, slave.
Danny, do you like...
So talk to Purple Man.
Do you like Jack Stauber, Danny?
Please tell me you do.
He makes the funny cartoon.
He doesn't need my help. Maybe Rex does, because he was supposed to get a letter. I'm not cool cat. Don't say that.
Jack Stauber makes weird internet cartoons.
School.
And he did one for Adult Swim. I don't like the look of Rex. He's very... Ugh.
He's very ugh. He can't help his textures. Don't be mean.
It's not just his textures.
Rex is a good boy.
The nose on the model.
Did he go back and... Oh, no. Oh, okay, well, this is my house now. Oh.
Didn't Cool Cat have human parents?
What if he comes back in? I'm just sitting here waiting for him. It's like, I've been expecting you. Get out of my house.
He has a lot of fish.
Yeah, Danny doesn't know.
Did Cool Cat have human parents? I can't remember.
He did. No, he had a human. He's Daddy Derek. He's the main writer, so he was human. And then they had the girl Cool Cat who was in a suit as well. She was the mom.
I know it's a human in a suit. Wait, what? So he's got a...
What the fuck?
Wait.
Why would Murphy sneak out of someone's house with an organizer? What are these people?
Wait, so Cool Cat's dad is just a regular human guy outside of a suit.
Yo, I'm here to collect.
He's not even wearing a suit, but then his mum is a cat.
What the fuck?
Right?
Why is an organizer being lent out by like 3 different people? It is not that important. So it's back to Mallory, the one who didn't want work, but she's the end of the breadcrumbs.
Is the audio sound better now, Danny?
I'm on to you. Yeah, Rex is a cool cat. Yeah. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have taken it in the first place. It went down 2 other people. The fuck's this was Rex's? Okay, I don't even remember anymore. What the fuck did the city turn into early Rome? Audio's all good, he says.
That's alright. Good to know.
What are you talking about when it turned into early Rome?
What's the point of the empty space in the top right of your UI? Is that for the pop-ups?
Yeah. So like when the little notifications happen, that's where it appears. It's a nice little designated area. Alright, so wait, he gave me a shirt? Alright, cool. What is a yodel shirt? It's alright, I guess. Bad plaid shirts? That's alright. Let's, okay, I gotta make sure, I gotta drop the work uniform into the other dimension, so Nook will never find it. And now he can yell at me.
You have to throw it in with all the naked pictures of Whoopi Goldberg.
That reaction. Kids these days. But he's like, alright, fine. Go on with your hipness. Yeah, I couldn't get it back even if I wanted to. It's beyond saving. I mean, I don't know how generous you can be in a small town, but, you know. Another thing for Rex. You know, it's okay, Danny. You've had a long day. Alright, I'll be good. What did you say?
Can't you get a villager called Wart?
Called who? What?
Can't you get one called Wart who looks a little like Wart from Mario 2?
I think he's a Toad character at least.
Yeah.
Alright, Rex, here you go. Oh.
Why
okay, let's all be civil about this, Rex.
Why don't they make more of the villagers' Nintendo references?
You can just name them.
You can name them?
Rome was inhabited by outcasts and thieves. Fit well enough with their pathological stealing of organizers, seriously. Yeah, I guess so. Furniture is important. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. You could just trash it. The dump is like right there. Nook's not gonna get anything rare, and what are you talking about? That's not how this works. You are a fool, sir. He gave me citrus carpet! Paul! It's all coming
It's all
together.
coming together.
Let's see how this looks. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
It's everything I could have dreamed of. That looks like a cult floor.
Welcome, my child. Don't step on the oranges.
It begins.
For reference, when Paul's playing Wild World, he got his house and he dumped a zillion oranges inside because, I don't know, he likes oranges.
Because I wanted to empty my inventory, which was full of oranges.
He's gonna pass out midstream. You can get some sleep, I don't want to keep you up.
But do keep watching the stream.
Wouldn't that be a treat? Prophecy of Citrus. I don't think I should give an axe to Huggy. That sounds very unsafe. He was the one we suspected the most. You're giving her weapons? Alright, I mean, this is on you. If we all wake up... Well, we wouldn't wake up dead. We'd just be dead.
That was in Scary Movie.
Wake up dead?
Yeah, like they were arguing about the semantics of it. I think it was Scary Movie 4.
You've watched that many scary movies?
I think I've seen all of them. I can't remember.
You've seen
They get
every
worse as
scary
they-
movie?
I've forgotten which one's which though.
The implications of that. Like, I've seen every horror movie. No,
No,
the
you-
scary movies. Oh, those, yeah, horror movies.
What was the one
No.
that had? What was the one that had Malcolm in the Middle, Big Brother in it?
I don't know, I don't watch that stuff.
'Cause there's a scene where he's in the freezer, and then the girl's like, "We need to not die." So then he's like, "Blow me, it'll be funny for the audience." And then she do a sex on him, and then
Did you send me this? We save every single one. We don't pass them on. I love this game. It's so quirky.
it's like a chainmail, but in the worst way possible.
Yeah, you could probably just do a chain message. Just send them out to everybody. I want to go to the police station and steal everything. Just kidding, I'm claiming it as my own because it was actually mine to begin with. You remember Booker, who should have been fired years ago? He's still here. Hey, this is mine. This leaf is very familiar. Oops.
Oh, I didn't know they had a little trash hut thing in this one.
Trash hut?
Whatever you're in now. It looks like a bin.
I wish you could get busted for doing this. Because they're cops.
But it's a game about nothing.
That
It's a
might be
Seinfeld
funny. They just
Nintendo.
bust your door in and they take you in handcuffs. It's the messenger of death through chlamydia. Hey, look at him eyeing me like, I know what you did. I'm watching you.
This series never really took off until Isabel was invented. Just gonna say.
I love Isabel. Ooh.
Exactly. Everybody loves Isabel.
Chevron. Yeah, there's all sorts of goofy shit I can wear. This is alright for now, I guess. Can I put this, well, that's the exact same thing. That'll work. Okay, I gotta report back to tell him I did the right thing. Blathers, I'll come and see you in a minute.
Justin, let's do improv.
Okay.
Okay, you say a word, then I'll say a word, and so on and so forth.
Alright,
Until a comedy happens.
okay, quackers
Was
in
a
mall
when
The
French
man
swindled
his
wife.
oh no. The end.
That's 2 words. You can't do that.
Finn.
No. That was a sad story. She'll do another one.
Okay. No, Nook, I wouldn't
Tom.
embarrass you. Nook.
Likes.
Ham.
So.
That's.
Why.
I.
Went.
Away.
These are non-stories. Damn it, Justin. Don't let it go anywhere.
The situations
You
are
feel
funny
that.
though. He likes ham and it just disgusts you, so you have to leave. It's for that very reason we need to let the town know.
It's not kosher.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, 3rd time lucky. Maybe it'll be funny this time.
Okay.
You start.
Hold on. I need to focus on this writing.
I'll immortalize it.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just a fact.
Had to, what?
Whoops. Well, so be it.
Is that how it was, word for word?
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. That's the bulletin message. So I had to leave. I put in the stutter on purpose.
Chris Chan.
Loves.
His.
Gal.
More.
What?
Go on.
So happy for you, Nook. You cut it off
Christian.
yourself.
No, I didn't. Chris Chan loves his girl.
Sorry for the
more.
double had to.
More.
Heroes. I don't even remember how the
It's more
sentence
than.
started.
Chris Chan loves his girl more. So it'd be more than, probably. Huh?
Than. Os.
Most. Most.
It's the most fun in the park.
Fat Albert, you're the most.
Had to do it to him times 2. Alright, we're free. I can do whatever I want now. Alright, let me see if I can just plug in this memory card real quick.
You've broken free the shackles of your
BRB.
raccoon oppressor.
Please work. I just want to do a thing. Where? Slot. Come on. Oh, there you go. Hey, wait. Let me get some water as long as I'm up. Wait, where's my thing? I can't hear Paul.
Huh? I wasn't saying
Paul, you
anything.
still there?
I wasn't saying anything.
Why are you posting emotes?
Cause it's funny.
It's funny. Alright, let me see if I can do the spooky. Actually, wait, let me sell everything. And then I can do the spooky. Yes, yes, very good, very good. Sleep, Dan, let your body rest. What is this? Bug zapper and a science table. What is this nonsense? Get out of here. Let me sell you back your work uniform, by the way. No big deal. No rest. No chill. Well, I can't stop you. Alright, let's see. I'm
Just
going
gonna eat some curry.
Oh, cool. We'll save $1,000
How?
by dropping it on the floor. No sleep till Brooklyn. Save, continue. Oh, is it happening again? Is Crunch and Munch making a return with cereal?
No, man. Curry.
Oh, you're having curry.
Yeah. I'll just be a second. Well, I'm here anyway.
Great. Just slurp it in the mic, why don't you?
Mmm.
That wasn't a slurp. Can I? Yes? Did it work? Yay, it worked! Furry curry. That's a great response. You gotta go to Cool Cat's house for furry curry.
Furry? Ew. Sounds disgusting.
It's not actually furry curry, it's just curry served by furries.
That still sounds bad.
There's a big difference there.
I wouldn't trust it.
I wouldn't either. It does sound, yeah, it sounds very suspicious. Alright, you ready to visit other town?
What about other town?
Hey, Fluffster. Did you guys hear Luke's funny voice?
Hi, Captain Fluffster. Mind if I peddle my channel to you?
Stop!
I'm kidding.
Stop extorting
Kind of.
everybody.
It's not extorting. It's self-effacing, I think. I'm not sure what words mean.
Self-face. What?
What does self-effacing mean again? I'm gonna Google that.
Is that even a word?
Yeah, but I forget what it means exactly.
It means you're having a stroke.
Self-effacing.
Yeah, Mr. Mime. How's it going?
Oh, not claiming attention for oneself. So no, it's me doing the opposite of being self-effacing.
I've never even heard of that. Also, furry curry. Dude, you're always on the train. What are you talking about? You're seeing plenty of the world.
How are you doing, Captain Fluffster?
Well, that was quick. Alright. So here we are in Other Town. Alright, Paul, you ready for the spook? Ready
Is
for
the water better
scary?
in this town?
What?
Is the water better in this town, or do you have to buy bottled?
No, there's water people.
Ew.
There's a statue also.
That was
To
a
do the
sleep cast
spooky, I
reference.
gotta reset it.
Do the spooky, or you'll be a pooky. I don't know.
Now Rossetti might yell at me, but he might not. Or shit. There it is.
I'm doing alright, thanks. I'm
Doing
eating
pretty
a
good.
curry on stream.
I woke up literally an hour ago.
And it's 10 o'clock in the afternoon for me.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Don't worry about it. Everything will work out fine, even though I was just traveling a second ago. Got them subtitles yet?
Oh, is this the one where his face is missing or whatever?
Souls of the damned.
I already knew about that.
I like talking to people like this though because they're like, don't say anything. Let's see if he has a reaction.
Can you get your old face back?
Jesus Christ.
Just...
What's up? Okay, well, bye.
It is genuinely a little unsettling.
It's the only game that has it, I think.
Can you get your old face back, or are you just stuck like that forever now?
Yeah, you have to go back to town. And then it restores your face. But I'm actually not gonna reset this time. No, Danny. Bad Danny.
What about subtitles?
I don't know. I want to see Blanca.
Can you jump on the train tracks? That reminds me of the weird, like, old British PSA I saw on YouTube one time. There's like this old thing they show in like British schools in like the 80s.
There's Google Glass.
What?
That PSA about not coming home late.
No, it's even weirder. It's like this old British thing that was shown in like the 80s to classrooms, where it's showing like the dangers of a school doing sports day on train tracks to show the danger of trains.
Yeah, let's wait for the train on the tracks.
Exactly.
Sounds like a good time.
No, I mean that's what the PSA was about, kind of.
Yeah, the town was called Anywhere.
I'm gonna have to find it because it was almost like a weird nightmare. Not cartoon. The PSA.
There was a really weird safety work video for industrial workers that Leafy found from like the 90s or something, and it was like people actually getting violently hurt. It was really funny. He's like, like there's this guy, he just got like really hurt. And he just pauses like, yeah, that's what you get, Patrick. That's what you get for not paying attention, Patrick.
So you like Leafy, huh?
Yeah, not everything, but I enjoyed his stuff. I don't know your friends, Rover. But it's just like, it was kind of unsettling how violent the safety video was. Like, it was a little hard to watch, truthfully. And it was made for, yeah, see, there's my face. Alright, good night, Danny. You were very strong. Yay. The only one with statues, too, and all the weeds. Oh yeah, little Kirby. I made stupid designs when I was in middle school.
Oh, sorry.
Hey Paul, here's your dream room.
What, there's Mio in there?
No. There's plenty of old games, though. It's been a while. I don't remember what's in here.
Why do you think I only like old games?
Because you do. You saying you don't?
I like new games. I like new games more than you.
A lot of random shit. I mean, this is considered an old game now. What do you think of that? When was this? 2001?
Yeah, I think so.
That is 17 years old.
Thanks.
Time sure flies.
When you have a gun.
You have a gun?
That's the saying, isn't it?
No. What are you talking about? But Paul, you got any work stories you want to rant about? Got something that's really grinding your gears? Looks like I was starting a bunch of sets, but I never finished them.
Depends. Are you going to be putting this whole thing up on YouTube?
Maybe.
If this stream's going to be like done and forgotten, I could dish.
Oh yeah,
but-
the miniatures. That's right. I forgot about this. Can you run on the train tracks in this? No, it still blocks you. Wait, can you? Oh, you can turn the light on and off. Wow, it's really in depth. It's even got realistic roaches. That's not bad. Is there a safer stream work story? Paul's calling people out. Okay.
Well, that's exactly it. You're going to put this all on YouTube, and then it'll be up there forever.
I rang the bell, signal the fight starting. Also,
Eat the
I
roaches.
left me some tools, so I got a shovel and a fishing pole, so I don't have to worry about buying them or waiting for them to store. So I can actually play longer if I want to, without
Do
stopping.
you have any good? Do you have any good work stories?
Yeah, I have a couple. Yep, that's it. Your brother looks very similar. I think I might have told you when I was in, eat the roaches. God, no. I would actually want to kill myself. Just be non-stop throwing up. But, yeah, it was when I was, when I used to work at a restaurant for, I was a host at Cracker Barrel. And, it was early in the morning, so there weren't many people. And normally you assign large groups of people, like bigger tables. But we didn't have that, so normally we push like a 4-seater and a 2-seater together, right? And this family, with like like a grandma and like 2 parents, 2 kids, they came in. So I'm like, oh, perfect. I got enough room for these guys. I'll push these tables together, so you know you don't have to sit at a small table. And so I got him a table, and then the old woman, she's like, no, I don't want to sit here. So I'm like, okay. She's like, I want to sit over there. And it's like the back dining room that's closed. And like, I stood there for him like, okay. So normally if that happens, you just go in the back and be like, hey, there's some people there if you want to take them. They're like, yeah, okay. So I did that, and it was really weird. And so they sat, instead of a nice bigger table, they sat with a chair on the end of a smaller one. The parents were like, looked sort of awkward. And I left, and like 15 minutes passed, and I forgot about them. And then like...
They're still there to this day.
Yeah. And then she walks by, the old woman, and then the kids go by, and then the parents stop at the podium, and they just get real close to me. They hand me $10, and they go, I'm really sorry about that. And I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, no worries, whatever. I guess that happens a lot.
Strange.
No, it won't be better if you leave, Danny. You're always welcome.
You can zombie post in chat if you want. Sleep post.
That's true.
I guess work stories. There's this one guy who kind of annoys. He's like a nice guy, but he annoys me.
Well, he's a nonce.
Yeah, because he keeps asking me. He keeps asking me if I'm all right, which doesn't sound like a bad thing. But I mean,
you all right? You all right, mate?
He asks. It's exactly like that, because it'll be like every 5 seconds. Like literally, he did it within 5 seconds of each other. Because he seems to think that I have like a problem or something. Like he thinks I'm really mad, or I don't know. Like he always looks at me and he's like, "Oh, Paul, you're all right," or whatever. And
if I was there
apparently
watching it, I think that would be actually kind of funny.
Thanks.
No, just
probably
because
would.
it's you.
Because it's me.
Yeah, because like you don't get flustered or you don't get mad really.
No, I don't. But well, I get slightly.
Oh wow,
irritated.
first try.
I get slightly irritated about the whole ordeal, but I can't get mad at someone asking me if I'm all right still.
It's okay. We welcome you here, Danny. You know, you can always just chill in the chat. I'm totally fine with that.
Welcome home.
Did you play that
yeah.
game?
No.
No, that's Gone Home. The best game. What a piece of shit. Anyways.
It's not really a game.
So he just all he does is like, how many times a day does he do that?
Oh, countless times. It's got to be like over 50 times in like one day alone.
Have you ever turned to him and gone, "Are you okay?"
I do. Well, because I don't know what else to do. If someone asks me if I'm alright, I just say, "Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?" sort of thing.
I just say, "Yeah."
But, yeah.
If it's repetition, it's like, "Yep."
Well, yeah, just say, "Yeah, are you alright?" or whatever. But then, yeah. It's kind of.
And what you said? You asked him how he was?
Well,
like condescending, or just as a polite thing?
No, he knows that he does this now, but it's like a tick that he can't stop it. So he says you're right or whatever, and then I'll like laugh or whatever at him.
And he goes, "Dope."
No, yeah, kind of. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm sorry, Paul."
Oh no, doing it again.
It's happening again. And another thing is he'll sometimes, but it's a lot less frequent, he'll just ask me straight out if he's done something to upset me, and the answer is invariably no.
Yes.
But he's like really a self-conscious guy or whatever, so I feel like that would just destroy him if I was just like, "Yeah, I do have a problem with you."
Yeah, I could see that. But at the same time, it's like, well, I guess because he notices now, it's not so bad. Because you know he's trying.
Yeah, you need to like yourself more.
He seems alright though. You're alright, Paul. And be like, "Yeah, I'm alright. I'm so good."
No, because like he was walking past me. Because what we do is we all get mail from like boxes that are all lined up or whatever. He was walking by all these boxes to try and find one that was empty enough to get a bag of post. And he says, "You're right" to me. And then he went to the end of the like boxes, which was only like a few steps away from me. And then he asked me if I was all right again on the return trip. I was just like, jeez. Not even like 5 seconds apart. Insane.
It's madness. It does sound kind of funny. I would start playing with it at that point.
I don't know what I can do about it. I
fell off the waterfall.
I don't want to be too mean.
You're just very polite.
It's not that polite.
I think you are. I think you're very concerned with people's feelings, and that's a good thing. And Foster, you're right. That is a thing that people just don't like themselves generally. I'm content with myself, but I certainly, just...
Part of me really wants to just like write on a piece of paper, like on a sticky note or something like, "Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?" and just like wear it on my shirt or something. But then I know that you just get really, that would like not go down well at all.
He'd take a breath and then he'd look at you and go, "Oh."
He'd just do an inhale scream.
What? How does that work?
I don't know. He'll just do it. He'd like yeah, kind of like that.
I can't even do anything else except the inhale. I tried. Just hurt my throat. No, don't feel that way. You can feel nice about yourself. Just look at Paul. He's the beacon of I was gonna say, I wanted to say positivity. I was gonna say pessimism because it sounded similar.
He's the beacon of pestilence.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
How would you feel if someone called you the beacon of pestilence?
I'd laugh. I'd say buzz buzz.
Well, I do bring locusts, so fair enough.
There are always flies. It's like a Deadly Premonition where there's just flies always buzzing around you if you don't shave.
Oh, here it is. It's called the finishing line, I think.
Excuse you?
I'm trying to find this old British, oh, it's a rail safety thing.
Oh, the video. Hey. Oh yeah, you know what I found out? You can actually go inside the lighthouse in this version.
There's a lighthouse.
I'm standing right in front of it.
Justin, open the video on stream.
No.
But it's unbelievable.
No, it's okay.
It's unbelievable.
It's probably also copyrighted.
It's not, I don't think. It's British, it's fine.
It's British. We don't have copyrights here. Everyone just kind of takes what they want. You say, oh, you want the video, mate? And say, nah.
You're not gonna get sued.
I don't mean sued. Like, it'd probably just get muted regardless. I gotta click a bunch of buttons.
Yeah, there's all these British kids all screaming and throwing. Oh, they're throwing bricks at this train that's going by. And then the guy with the clipboard's like, "Very good, children."
Very good, children. Oh, I need here it is. I need some paper. That's all,
yeah,
really.
And then it shows kids who've been like run over by the train or whatever, but they're all just like bleeding slightly, like they're not dead as they would be.
And they're slightly, oh, like they just fell over. It's like the very cheap effects, like.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a thing? I rewatched.
This one guy's going around asking them if they're all alright constantly, and it's annoying them.
Huh. Your coworker comes by in the video. Yeah, you're all right.
You're right.
It's full circle now.
I don't think he was even born back then. He's a time traveler.
That's great. That's a good conversation starter. Oh yeah. Okay. What is this now? It's candy. Okay. Does it do anything? Okay, give me the paper. Yes, please.
I'm looking through the comments. There's one comment that's 104 thumbs up, and it says the thing that makes it so surreal is the fact these kids are excellent actors for whatever reason. They act like exactly like normal kids would, and it weirds me out deeply.
Give them those harumphs. Danny, I'll leave it up to you, sir. But seriously, you are welcome here.
I think that portraying the event as being organized and carried out by parents and school officials was a deliberate and successful psychological ploy. I think that a lot of kids can do dangerous things like playing on train tracks, do it as a form of rebellion against their parents and school authority figures who tell them not to. The movie completely turns the idea around.
I forgot.
The event is...
Sorry, go ahead.
The event is organized like a boring everyday school sports outing, and the children follow the instructions of their parents and teachers like lambs to the slaughter.
Little do they
know. Then the adults just carry away the bodies with no emotion whatsoever.
This is a comment?
If there was a rebellious child in this film, one who fought for themselves, it would be one who refused to participate. But none of the children in the movie play that role. The role is left to the viewer.
Paul.
The filmmaker successfully turned the perception of such train racing game.
Paul, you okay?
From an exciting, daring activity into something really horrifying.
Paul, it's all right. It's all right. You don't have to be so stressed out about it.
I'm reading this one comment.
Sure, this isn't your comment?
It's 4 paragraphs.
Oh,
Children also have a tendency to feel protected from the world by adults who spend a lot of time and energy protecting them from the world around them. The message driven home by the complicity and complete callousness of the adults is there is no adult protection when you play on train tracks. Instead, the adults utterly betray the children, lead them to their death.
Paul, for Christ's sake.
That said, in the United States, we had our school bus safety movies that slightly traumatized us, but nothing like this. This is pure nightmare fuel. I wonder how effective it was on kids who watched it. But overall, I rate it 9 out of 10.
Paul!
Okay, I'm done.
Thank you. My brain.
I finished reading the comment.
I have to give Blathers fossils that clip into his body.
Oh wait, there's a response to the comment. In the short summary, I would say
It
it's
just
done in
says,
a dark,
"Wow."
satirical way, showing the dangers of playing in the railway in an alternate universe as if it were conventional and completely acceptable. I do actually get it, but public information films decided to replace this with the more toned-down Robbie. Wait, there's one called Robbie?
What if the response to that 4-paragraph long thing was just a phone number to like a suicide hotline?
What if it was just a link
Or
to
like
a cool
a
cat video?
therapist. If you've received a letter. No, okay. How would you know it's supposed to appear tomorrow? That's very interesting foresight you've got there.
Captain Fluffster, I was reading a comment from the finishing line, which is a weird...
My parents won't let me make bad choices that will have a negative effect on my later life, so I'm going to play on train tracks. No idea what you're talking about just then. And I was gonna say I've been rewatching like the Halloween JonTron episodes because I really like them. And I saw the one the Alone in the Dark episodes, and I was looking through comments. Yes. Wait, real quick. I want to donate candy. Take it, please. It's for you.
And
But
what about
yeah,
the
so
JonTron?
they did the one episode where because they're all Canadian actors, and they did the thing where it was a shot of like this bully kid is looking at a map, and then the small kid falls off a cliff. The other guy drops the map and comes to run and help him, and it shows like a downward angle from like him hanging onto the cliff. So it's just like a few different cuts. But when he drops the map to like go and help him, you can see the kid standing up behind some trees off to the side. So the continuity is completely broken. I didn't even notice until someone time-stamped it. It was the funniest thing ever. It's like, I know it's a kid's show, but you gotta have some kind of quality. So can I eat this? What is the point of candy? I don't understand.
I used to love Goosebumps as a kid.
Oh, the English teacher talked about that show a lot. Alone in the Dark?
I used to love Goosebumps. I don't think I ever knew about Alone in the Dark.
Goosebumps was a really catchy song.
What?
It had a catchy opening song, Goosebumps.
Sing it then. Justin, can we watch...
It's an instrumental song.
That's why I wanted you to sing it. He's still going, ladies and gentlemen. Justin, are you alright?
I can't fucking remember all of it because I'm trying to focus on other shit. What?
Justin, are you alright?
Yes. You're the one reading off weird train track horror stories from children.
You don't have a problem with me, do you?
Yes.
You seem mad.
You alright, mate?
Oh yeah, he'll sometimes send me a thumbs up on Facebook Messenger. But he'll just do
you're
nothing
right,
else.
Paul. On every post.
No, sometimes he will say you're right, mate, in the Facebook Messenger.
Oh my god. I love this man. He's my new favorite person.
Shout out to Joe.
Finally
I hope you don't see this. I hope you don't
fish.
find out this video. Otherwise, you'll probably be very self-conscious about it.
He sounds fun. I'm not judging. I just think it's funny. It's like how I can only speak in 90s dialect.
Tubular.
I'm like, yo, I'm down with that.
Justin, can we watch something after this stream?
What's that?
Together? I want to link it to you, and then we can watch it together.
Hell yeah, Goosebumps. Those books got me through primary school. I had The Haunted Mask on VHS. Everyone says The Haunted Mask is like the scariest one. But I haven't seen it. I've only seen the bad ones that JonTron reviewed.
I would say the scariest Alone in the Dark is the one with the two arms break through the window and break the parents' necks.
What the fuck? Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
What?
There's this one where it's like it's Christmas time and the parents are telling these kids this story about this creature or whatever that they describe in like with all these horrifying details, but you don't know exactly what it looks like, and then both of the creature's arms break through these windows that are like, I don't know, like 8 meters apart, whatever. So like the width of like the room, and then it breaks the parents' necks, and then they fall down dead in front of the kids, and then it plays Christmas music.
Sounds like Blue Stinger.
What? What's Blue Stinger?
It's a Dreamcast game. No, Oni played it. Did you see it?
Oh, is that the one where they're on the like docks or whatever?
He's Elliot and he's on vacation.
I thought it was a Saturn game. I don't know why.
No, it's Dreamcast. But yeah, it's all horrific, and like there's creatures running around and you have to shoot them and stuff, and then you just go into this area where there's Christmas music playing. And you're still killing guys, and you get called up and you're like, hey, cool music. Did you get a disc at Rat's place?
It's dissonance, isn't it?
I guess.
It's used for effect.
What effect is that we didn't know what theme to come up with in our game? Just put it all in, it's free.
But anyway, can we watch Archie's Weird Mysteries after this?
I watched that show. I
like
remember that.
I like the one with Veronica Gretz Large. It's a good episode.
I actually like the one where they go to the mall and they all get free credit.
Veronica?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is Veronica. She's the black-haired one.
Yeah, I like the one where they go to the mall, and this new mall, and they all get free credit cards, and as soon as they hit their limit, they like get turned into statues.
I haven't seen that one.
And Jughead is like the only one left because he doesn't want to buy anything. So
I
like, you should come to the food court, and then the guy who has the family restaurant is like, you're my favorite customer. I made you my last burger. It is just for you. And he's like, you know what I think of your mall? And he rips the card in front of him, and it frees everybody. It's a pretty decent episode.
I think I do vaguely remember that one.
But no, what kind of stuff did you read in like primary school? Because I actually remember I had a program where I don't know if you did, but in America here, we had a thing where we had to read a certain amount of books every quarter or semester or whatever, because we have to take quizzes on them and get points, and depending on the difficulty of the book, it was worth that many points. And I always used to cheese that with Hardy Boy books because they were easy enough to read.
With Dover Boy books?
Hardy Boy. You know, like
the Dover Boys.
The brothers. They're solve mysteries.
Then Doris Standpipe must be alone and unprotected.
And I was also thinking about Redwall. Those were like these really thick. You come to think they were kind of like furry books before furries existed.
Let's see, what did I like in primary school? I liked the Goosebumps books, but I remember I don't remember reading them very much.
So I take that back. It's like Star Fox, but anyways, go on.
I remember reading one Goosebumps book that wasn't even very good or whatever, where she like goes to Horrorland or whatever, which I guess was like the most well-known one maybe, because there's the game based on it. But I remember I liked the covers of the books a lot, at least, which is kind of weird to say. I like Roald Dahl books a lot, like the Twits. Do you remember? Did you ever read Roald Dahl books?
I didn't read a terrible amount of books. I wasn't big on reading. I like to read. I loved to read comics, but I didn't read a whole lot of books. Just no more than I had to.
Well, Roald Dahl had like sick sense of humor, kind of, but it appealed to kids. So like the Twits is about this like old couple that hate each other, and then they just pull all these mean pranks on each other. Like the woman would serve up worms and tell them it's spaghetti. And they're like these described as horrible old people, like they're disgusting, and like he has all old food he keeps in his beard, so he can eat all the scraps whenever he wants and stuff.
That sounds awful.
And they get their food by putting glue on a tree so that the birds will land on it, and so they can kill the birds or whatever. But then this monkey decides to free the birds or whatever. Oh wait, no wait, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You sure this wasn't a fever dream?
No, because Mr. Twit, he pranked the old lady by making her think she was shrinking. He glued a pound coin onto the bottom of her walking stick every day, so that she thought that she was gradually shrinking slower and slower.
Wait, I think I remember that bit actually.
She put a glass eye in his beer. Oh yeah, that's true.
What the fuck?
I'm just remembering all those like pranks and stuff. Like it was really entertaining. Like
These people so
terrible.
mean.
But yeah, do you want me to spoil how the book ends for you?
I don't know. I may read it someday.
Okay, well I won't spoil it then.
Go ahead.
Fine.
Beer. He cut 5 centimeters off everything.
Cut
She knows what you're talking about.
What was it? Oh, the monkey and the birds all do a prank where they glue all the furniture onto the ceiling of the Twit's house when they're away, so that they think that they're upside down, or they think they're on the ceiling. So then they use glue to try and get themselves back where the furniture is, but then they can't move with the super sticky hug tight glue, it's called. So then they end up dying.
Hug tight.
Super sticky hug tight glue.
Well, they were.
It's a good book.
Like they end up fantastic.
They end up shrinking for real when they get stuck onto the ceiling.
What? Why?
Because it's poetic justice.
This could very well be an episode of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
It's a good book. I'm gonna send you it someday.
Someday. A physical copy.
Yeah.
Well, if you feel the need, I probably won't read it. You
should
already gave me the plot.
Oh, I liked Mr. Fox too. That was also by Roald Dahl.
Fantastic, Mr. Fox?
Yeah. No, just mediocre Mr. Fox.
They made that into a movie.
Oh yeah, I heard that the guy who made that movie really hates British people.
Really?
I remember
Why?
something like that. No, because it was like in an interview or whatever. They're like, "Why did you make the farmers so like stereotypically British?" And he's like, "Cause they're the villains."
Clearly.
It's a British book.
I didn't vote for him.
What is that from?
It's Monty Python.
Oh.
Like, who's he? The king. The king? Yeah. I didn't vote for him. They're just busy stacking mud on the ground, not doing anything because they're peasants.
Silly twits should have used flex tape.
Would have been nice.
Oh yeah, I saw Jurassic World 2 yesterday.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Because it was my sister's birthday. It was really dumb, but it was kind of fun.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't very good.
No, it's like really, really stupid at points. Like there's a scene where Chris Pratt is like inches away from lava. Like it literally is like almost touching him, and he's somehow not done in by the convection.
He said,
It's
"Whoa,
like, that's
I'm Chris Pratt and I'm about to get burned by lava." Whoa.
He should have all right's been a roasted Pratt. But
Roasted Pratt. That sounds like a British term. Roasted Pratt.
well, no, we do call people Pratts in Britain. But anyway,
What is a Pratt?
It's just someone who's like a bit of a numpty.
What's a numpty?
Someone who's a bit of a Pratt.
That doesn't answer anything.
You gotta learn the lingo. Anyway, enough about Chris Pratt. There's a dumb scene where this dinosaur, the new dinosaur that they made, sneaks into the little girl's room like a horror movie villain. It slowly moves his claw towards her.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It's really dumb and stupid, and the girl's only scared because he hasn't taken his work boots off.
Because she hasn't clipped his claws in a very long time. Very unsightly.
Yeah, she's scared because he's tracking Mudden on the carpet.
Fluffster, can you define what a numpty or a prat is for me, please? Since you also live in England.
Anyway,
I need closure. You can't just define a word with another mystery word.
Chris Pratt also outruns a landslide caused by a volcano because he's
By the
Chris
might
Pratt.
of Zeus, he escapes burning to death by the tip of his stubble.
And a bunch of dinosaurs run into the water, and it's very sad and scary, but not scary. But then they all the ones that didn't die escape onto a ship, but then one of them doesn't have escaped onto the ship, and it dies, and it's all alone and sad. Even though, by all probability, it shouldn't be the only one left on the island. But it makes a sad sound like. There's the gas encompasses it.
It's the crying
everyone
kid from
looks-
that cartoon.
No, he makes the Carl Weezer sound, but everyone looks really sad towards it as it fades out.
He goes,
He goes croissant. and
your
then,
hair's red.
What Stegosaurus scene? It wasn't a Stegosaurus, it was a Brontosaurus. Captain Fluffster, did you even see the film?
You see the original Jurassic Park movies?
What Stegosaurus? I'm trying to think if I'm remembering the scene wrong. Or if there's a different scene he's talking about.
Goby. Sorry, I like that. Did you see the old
was
Jurassic Parks?
It was actually kind of a sad scene though. What?
You see the old Jurassic Parks? The classics?
I saw the first one, that was a good one. Apparently the sequels aren't good at all.
I like.
That's
I honestly,
critic, and I don't know how much I trust his opinion anymore.
I like the third one quite a bit actually. It's a fun environment. It's goofy, but it's certainly violent.
I like
two
the
is
Jurassic
alright.
World films. I like them, but they're stupid.
Like the second one was kind of silly in the sense that you have a T-Rex running around the city, but at the same time, the ship scene is pretty alright. When they get onto the ship that was transporting it, and they didn't know they had it on. Oh no, they did know they had it on because it was cargo, but it got loose. And then when they explore the ship, you just see like blood and stuff everywhere, and then it slowly pans over. It's like a dismembered hand hanging on the steering wheel. It's actually pretty cool. It's a nice little piece. I have seen the first Jurassic World though. I haven't seen the second one because I don't care and I don't see movies anymore.
I like the
really.
Mosasaur. It's cool.
The first Jurassic World was I didn't mind it too much. It was fine.
I like this. I like the scene where the woman gets all offended that the guy's wearing like a regular Jurassic Park T-shirt that you'd see anyone wearing, but in the context of the film, it's like wearing something like to do with a terrorist attack.
Your
or
little
something.
brother went through a disgustingly repetitive phase with Jurassic Park, huh?
I thought that was a nice touch.
What?
I don't know why I appreciate it so much. Cause like he's just wearing like a Jurassic Park shirt, like you know.
Oh, because
it's
he
like
was
the
part of the
logo
park.
the film or whatever.
Well, he's
and
a
then-
staff member.
Yeah, but then she acts as if he's like wearing like a Twin Towers T-shirt after the attacks or something, like something like bad taste like that. Sort of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it makes sense. Like I like how it contextualizes it into the film's like world.
Yeah, it adds a bit of lore to it,
Yeah.
or some like
But-
a little nod.
Yeah, because it's like stuff that you'd see in everyday real life. Like people do wear that. Well, I haven't seen it that often, but I'm sure people do wear that shirt or whatever in real life.
Also,
But in the
Fluffster,
Jurassic Park world
did you like
or Jurassic world.
Did you like the old movies at all, or did you not? Or do you care for the new ones more? I don't remember having a real fondness for the first movie, though. I do remember liking it.
It's got Dennis Nedry, and he says, he didn't see the magic word.
And then he gets goose spat in his eyes.
Yeah. And there's the scene where the little girl finds the computer and she goes, "It's Linux. I know this." It's like,
Does she
"Shut
actually?
up." Yeah.
Did she say Linux?
Yeah, and it doesn't look anything like Linux. Well, not anything like most Linux, at least.
Wasn't it like grids and stuff spinning around? Be
Yeah.
like, access granted.
Yeah, that's
like
what's
no
weird.
hacking software ever.
Yeah, it's like Hollywood computers.
That's
but
every
then she's
single
like,
hacking
"It's-"
scene in any movie is just all this unrealistic, like soaring over a skyscape and like.
Well, yeah, that's the same thing. It's like that in Jurassic World too. Like it shows them on the computer, and it's like, oh, there's no taskbar at the bottom. There's no other programs visible or anything like that. It's just, oh, it's like a screensaver of like some nice 3D models and stuff.
It's
like,
just
yeah,
dumb. Yeah,
okay.
let me bang on the keyboard for a second, and this computer will be fine again.
Yeah.
Then again, Hollywood. Well.
Captain Fluffster wants the kids to die in the sequels. I like that.
Wait a minute.
The annoying kids won't die.
They won't die on caps. Yeah. I know people. Yeah, wasn't there in the first movie? Was it like she accidentally turns the flashlight on? They're like, turn it off, and she's like, I don't know how. It's like, just put your hand in
not-
front of the fucking light.
It's not powered by Linux.
Yeah, this is
All I
beyond
know
my
is live.
control. That's all I know.
It's just to be fed. She only knows little.
It's like a genius kid who never got out much.
It's like. I was about to say something terrible then, but I won't.
Good. You can live another day.
Yeah, what was I going to say about Jurassic World?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
it
it's-
sucked.
It's really stupid because they've made with Jurassic World they made it so it's all about military whatever stuff, but it doesn't make any sense because what military wants to get dinosaurs? It's
Everyone
surely a
wants
robot.
dinosaurs as a pet.
Oh yeah, this thing that we can sedate with tranquilizers, that'll make a good military weapon. The thing that, you know...
Hey, you don't know.
The thing that you
They're
can
probably thinking like, you know, like police dogs. I don't know.
Yeah, guess what? We have police dogs. They're called police dogs.
Yeah, well, guess what? They're not dinosaurs
Oh, it's not 5 times larger and more likely
because
to
they're
kill you?
cooler. What the? Oh, that's what the candy's for.
No, because in
I
the first
get it
Jurassic
now.
Park...
That's how you
No,
catch
the
ants
first-
in this game.
Justin, the first Jurassic Park, it makes
Huh.
sense.
Oh, I got an
'Cause-
Apple ticket.
It makes sense. They want to bring back dinosaurs, and there'll be a massive attraction for like tourists and all that stuff. That makes perfect sense. But then when you try and make it so it's military purpose stuff, it raises questions like, why? Surely,
It raises the single question of why
no,
would you
'cause surely,
ever?
no, they're still like flesh and blood creatures. Even if they are killing machines, you can still shoot them with guns. They don't have any like ranged attack or anything because they're dinosaurs. Surely a robot with reinforced steel or whatever on the outside would be much better for military, you know, fights
Also,
and all that stuff.
Real quick, Luke wants you both to know that he would like to join the stream, but he's playing a game with Jam, and he doesn't want you to know that the game is Fortnite. But you know, is how I do.
Is it
Well, he's
strawberry jam?
busted. No, Jamster, Mr. Spooper in the Discord. I'm gonna, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna. Oh wait, I don't have a net to catch bees if they fall, so I'm just gonna keep fishing. I like this
So yeah,
movie.
can we
I like
watch-
this movie discussion we got going.
Can we watch Archie's Weird Mysteries after this, please?
You're really stuck on that.
I want to see it.
There's also okay. Well,
Weird.
what's another episode you remember? I remember.
I remember
there was a giant worm who went through town, and he was terrorizing
the one-
everything, and he only
I remember
responded
the
in
one with virtual
noise.
reality.
I might have seen that one. What happens?
It's like this guy comes to the town and he's got a fair and it's got like a virtual reality thing, and then everyone plays it, and then Archie's a real dick about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I killed all you guys," and then they're like, "Archie, that's not cool." And then it
and he
turns
had
out
a
the video-
voice like this.
and then it turns out that the video game was real life. And then the aliens come out and they're upset that they were killed or something. So then they try to exact revenge in the real world. So.
That reminds me. I remember the one where they all got turned into vampires.
Do you remember the one where they all got turned into Veronica?
Yes, I do
That was a good
actually.
one.
You're not
'Cause she's a
bullshitting.
big
That's
granny.
real. Yeah, she's like, I wish everyone was more like me. And
She's
then they all turned
"Follow
into
that
her.
car," and then the policeman turns into her, and she's like, "But that's hard."
Yeah, that's right. Wow, I haven't thought about this show in a long time.
Veronica's hot, dude.
I mean, there was a block on TV like that was like just before school. So and they would sometimes have these like they had like Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. They had
Captain Fluster is lost. We're talking about Archie's Weird Mysteries.
incorrect. It's not Josh. It's a literal jar of jam. Y'all been schooled. Yeah, it was a cartoon show. We should probably get off of that then. Let's go back to movies.
But we'll watch it later, right?
They had Sonic
Well, that's
Underground
good.
in that slot too, but I never saw that.
Was this Pop? Are you talking about Pop?
Pop.
There's a thing in the UK called Pop, and it's like all the old cartoons that I guess,
no.
or semi-old cartoons that I guess were cheap to license were aired on it. So
No,
you get
they literally only aired one cartoon show, and then it just went on with normal programming. That's all it was for like a half an hour
I'll tell you
slot.
all I can remember Pop being. Pop was this cartoon channel thing, but then it had its own like announcer that was a poorly animated dragon with his own dragon cat.
Like, hey, you alright? Archie's Weird Mysteries is next, alright? Just chill out.
No, I love it. Yeah, it would be Archie's Weird Mysteries, Sonic Underground, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario World cartoon.
Get it? Sonic Underground was okay.
Kenny the Shark or whatever.
That one sounds familiar.
Actually, wait, no, I don't think Kenny the Shark was on there. Kenny the Shark was on Discovery Kids.
I know some of these cartoons.
I think Pop had, what's it called? The
Come on, there you go.
the thing Gilbert Godfrey was in is the
Fuck.
purple bird. Cyber something? Cyber Chase?
Oh yeah, Cyber Chase. That was on just normal public broadcasting for me.
Oh, we're different countries.
And there was Arthur, which I actually liked quite. There was a. Did you see a lot of Arthur?
It's still airing. I watched every new episode.
Do you?
No.
I mean, there was a shit ton of episodes before that.
I remember I turned over to it like a few years ago or whatever as a joke when a friend was around, and there was this episode. For some reason, they seem to do like guest stars on Arthur that kids would never know who they are.
Like
Yo
Ma.
Was that actually on there?
Yeah,
That sounds possible.
I think he was the first one. He was a violinist or
Why do they
whatever.
do that? Is it just for the adults who are forced to watch it with their
Yeah,
kids?
Arthur the Armadillo. That's right.
But they,
No, he's an
like, the
aardvark.
cat-
Because he had the spelling thing Aardvark.
He doesn't look anything like an aardvark.
I mean, a lot of those animals don't really look like what they're supposed to be.
No, wait,
To
he
be
does
fair.
look like a. Wait, he does look like one in the original book, but then they changed the design after that.
because they had
to
the
make him
really
look-
long nose.
Yeah.
He did not look appealing. Gave him a little nose job, and it did wonders for him. Okay, hey, just to throw the question.
Wait, I'm still
Fluffster,
going.
Fluffster, what movies do you like? Like, what are some of your favorite genres, and we can maybe talk about that.
Wait, let me just finish my thought on Arthur.
All right, go for it.
But it was some weird builder guy or whatever, and he's just like, cheese is not a good building material to the rabbit when he suggests building a treehouse out of cheese. But then the caricatures always look really weird. They look like Beavis and Butthead characters.
Okay, those were like two
Like,
completely separate thoughts.
They'll just draw like really specific facial details that don't match the design the design style of the show. So it just looks really weird and funny.
I just
Anyway, I'm
remember.
done.
I just remember there was one episode in particular from the really old episodes where they it was like a new batch because they're like, oh, people like Arthur, so they started making new ones after the longest time, and it was like there was an online game with these ducks, and they had to pick like a certain type, and it was a survival kind of thing. It's really interesting. They had some decent ideas like really early on, and now it's like it's all done in Flash and it looks shitty, and they've gone through like 6 voice actors for Arthur.
They did the episode about autism that was really strange.
Did they?
Yeah, they said autism is like being on a different planet and not knowing how people communicate, and everyone thinks you're funny because of it.
It's
Like,
not
they did-
right.
No, they did some weird metaphor like that.
Kind of like thriller movies or stuff that makes
Like, he
you
tries-
think, or zombie
they
movies.
try to ex-
Fuck the
They try
Sixth
to explain
Sense.
autism.
I haven't seen Sixth Sense. What thriller movies do you like? Oh, I got caught up in thriller movies and I missed the fish.
I like Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
What is fish without the eye? It's a lot more
No, it's
violent
what-
sounding.
The joke is, what do you call a no-eyed fish?
Eh. Yeah, be some
Oh, yeah.
technicalities. But anyways, yeah, what thrillers do you like? I like
the
ooh,
guy-
Jason Bourne. Those movies are awesome.
Oh yeah, the guy at work also told a joke that was annoying a little, because he'd ask you where you live, and then you'd say, "Oh, I live in."
And then he docks you. It was really funny.
I mean, he did get me good, but anyway, yeah. You'd say X Town, and then he'd be like, "Oh, X Town. Do you hear about what happened in the fish and chip shop right by you?" And then you'd say, "No." Like, because you think he's being serious. And he says, "Oh, 2 fish got battered." Oh no, he said, "Sorry, there was a fight in there. 2 fish got battered."
Hey, Cam's here. And he paid for it again. Aw, Cam, you're a sweetheart.
Oh, you got gross hamster woman.
She's Umaru and she's lovely.
Ugh. She's a blonde.
Bank account in peril. Well then don't resubscribe then, you fool. But thank you. Also, how are you doing, Cam?
Who's Luke? Messed up.
Hmm?
He called you a div and said he loves you.
Messed up the
I
fish
messed it
joke.
up
He
bad.
called you. Says he loves you. Oh, it was Otto? What? Oh. Huh. Alright.
Hey Cam.
Cam's
We're
all
all gonna
excited
watch-
about Zelda. Are you excited, Paul?
Yeah.
We're
Cam,
gonna play it.
all
We're gonna
watch-
play Ocarina for the first time, or I'm gonna play it for the first time, and these two guys are gonna yell at me that I'm doing things wrong.
Cam, we're all gonna watch Archie's Weird Mysteries.
I didn't say that.
Cam, we're all gonna go out for some frosty chocolate milkshakes.
That sounds good. What's your favorite milkshake flavor?
Chocolate.
That's a cop out. Sonic has like 50 million flavors here. You can get more creative than that.
We don't have Sonic over here.
You don't have any place that sells milkshakes or anything?
Oh, KFC do Crush'ems. I really like them. So Maltese, no, Oreo maybe.
Welcome to England. We have vanilla and chocolate, and that's it. You know what? Truthfully, America indulges in that stuff way too much, so I guess it wouldn't be that strange.
I want to go to Sonic.
Did you ever get the restaurant confused with the character?
No, because we don't have it over here, ding-a-ling.
You'll figure out more than Paul, he says.
Justin, you have to accept me if I come over to America. You have to show me where the milkshakes are.
I have to watch the movie Coming to America to prep.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to bring me to the milkshakes that bring the boys to the yard.
But also, did you have a
No.
favorite thriller movie? Would it be Jurassic
Yeah.
World?
Um,
Don't answer that. It's not going to be Jurassic World.
wait, what?
There are better
What qualifies a
thriller.
thriller movie again? Does Nightmare on Elm
Suspense,
Street
perhaps. Is what?
Does Nightmare on Elm Street count?
Oh yeah, I think so. That's a chiller thriller.
I like Nightmare on Elm Street.
I haven't
She
actually
sings
seen it.
1, 2, Freddy, buckle your shoe.
I'm not very big on. It's weird. I love horror games. I like horror anime. Not big into horror movies.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4.
And then he runs up and screams, "Eh!" And then you're dead.
Now he's at your door. 5, 6, grab your pizza.
Oh, got a koi.
7, 8,
Oh, boy.
gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep.
Never done it, but I want to try making the Nesquik milkshake powders together in the milk. That sounds good. Like all of them. Figured out how to cancel renew. Sorry, Justin. Should be back in December, January. Yo, man,
I
it's
like
nice
how
of you to
that's
just do it in
this-
general, so fuck it.
I like how that's an aspiring, like, plan that you have.
What? Oh, the
Like,
Nesquik milkshakes? Why
Yeah,
not,
it's not
man?
like
That
it's a-
sounds good.
But yeah, it's not a thing he's just done though. It's something he's like, I've got this in the pipeline.
Also, I
Mix
was
Nesquik
gonna
together.
be a goof and say my favorite flavor was vanilla.
How
but-
about you just How about you get the Nesquik half empty and then fill the rest half with milk so it becomes really strong?
I actually really like peanut butter milkshakes. Those are pretty tasty. If you get too much of it though, like I remember I could only have, when I got my my wisdom teeth pulled, I could only have liquids and soft foods, and it was the worst thing ever. But I started getting shakes from Sonic, and I got like this massive ass peanut butter milkshake, and I got halfway down, I'm like, this is too much peanut butter. I hate this now.
I don't know if it counts as a thriller movie, but I hated Cabin Fever too. I didn't see the first one, but
Was
the
that a
second
newer
one's
one?
really bad. I don't know.
No, that's Cabin in the
That was-
Woods I'm thinking of.
It was quite a few years ago now.
I love Zombievers because it's as shitty as it sounds. When it's so
But
bad,
in Cabin,
I love so bad it's good movies.
Cabin Fever 2 is it opens up with an animation that like is really bad, where it shows like a hand in a bottle of water, like that's from the water reservoir or whatever, and it's like, okay, that doesn't make sense with how they spread the disease or whatever, because that would obviously be caught. But anyway, there's a scene where this fat girl melts in the swimming pool, and then when all the blood comes out, the guy who's standing outside watching her is like, "Ugh, you on your period?" And it's
Oh
really
my
stupid,
god,
and I hate it.
That's such a bad line. Also,
It
yeah, we
is.
got peanut butter milkshakes, and they're very tasty when in the right dosage. Also, what, Cam? What's up? Can you just drop the... Yay! Oh no, that was yesterday. The Leafy interview doesn't come out for another few days, I think. Unless that was today, which I don't think it was, but if it is, I'm gonna be very happy. Because they had
No
the...
one knows who these YouTubers are. Can't we just go back to talking about Archie's weird
Yeah, they
mysteries?
do. Leafy had like 5 million followers. Almost. He had 4.3, but still. No one knows about Archie's Weird Mysteries except us, apparently. And that's even... I had this weird thing where I was thinking of like this old DOS game, Captain Bible, and I've actually been playing it like
You
these
said
last few
that so many
days.
times.
Hmm?
You sure love Captain Bill.
I made it a joke. And then, but I actually found a site that emulates it, so I've been playing it again, and it's very interesting. I'm having a good time, and it's surprisingly well made too. Like the pixel art is really good. It was made in '94, so somebody knew what they were doing making that Bible game that no one will play except me.
Wait, 94? That's the same year as Sam and Max.
I love Sam and Max.
For some reason I was thinking it was like really old, like older than Sam and Max.
We still got to do the new ones at some point because you haven't seen those. Oh, it's out now! Yes, I'm so happy. I have the day off of work too. That's why I felt like streaming for a little bit. But let's see. Okay, what's your favorite So Bad It's Good movie? Because I love The Room. Room's fantastic.
Yeah, you can't say The Room, because I was going to say The Room.
Well, I said it first, so that's your loss.
You want to fight?
No, you can have The Room. Shit, then what do I pick? I can't say Son of the Mask, because that was just a terrible movie. Like, The Mask was good, and then Son of the Mask is like the worst thing ever.
But the baby turns into Woody Woodpecker for a few seconds.
Yeah, and so does the dog, and it's actually not funny at all. And it goes on for way too
It actually
long.
looks scary.
Yeah,
like, from what I've seen of it, there's like a lot of clips where the CGI looks terrifying.
There's nothing funny about it. It's just terrible.
There's like a scene where the dog's eyes fall out of his head.
The
Like, in the cartoon
Stepfather,
form.
Stepfather remake. I haven't heard of that
Like
one.
the dog's eyes fall out of his head and just leave like gaping sockets.
Yeah, I'm surprised you've seen that. And I also want to offer my condolences because it's awful.
What is the stepfather?
I meant Son of the Mask, but
Oh, I haven't seen it. I've seen clips of it. I saw the nostalgia
Okay.
credit clip.
Good.
Video where he's screaming over it.
he would.
Oh, of course.
That's what he does.
Can we talk about so bad they're good movies aren't actually good?
Can we talk about Fairy Tale? What? Oops.
Wait, I thought you liked Fairy Tale.
I I did.
Juvie is adorable.
I just felt like throwing it out there.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying? So bad
Juvie is
that they're
adorable.
actually good?
No, so bad it's good, but it's not good.
So they're just bad.
No, like it's trying to be so bad it's good, but it's just bad.
Like the Incredible Bulk?
Zombeak really annoyed me.
Zombeak?
I told you
What about
about it, didn't
Birdemic?
Birdemic's kind of good though, in that it's just so absurd.
Definitely Zombievers. The ending is the best. Stepfather, serial killer movies from family
I'd say
to family.
Sharknado is.
When
I'd say the
family
Sharknado
disobeys,
sequels.
So he just kind of dips from family to family. Fairy Tail is in the anime? Yes, in fact. Though I'm reading the manga. Paul's the one who's been watching the anime. I'm officially halfway through now. They're in the middle of the fairy tournament arc.
Don't spoil.
I'm not. It's enjoyable. I like it.
But the Sharknado sequels, I'd say, are so bad they're good that fail to be good. Because they just get so stupid and over the top. Like, I know it's what they're trying to do, but they've gone too far.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. You can only probably do something like that once. Like the human centipede, but even that is a stretch. I refuse to watch the human centipede though. The closest thing I've gotten is with South Park, and that was pretty bad too. the human cent
Sorry,
iPad.
Kyle, but burrito too delicious.
Yeah. All right, Kyle, what do you want? You want some spicy food? Oh God. I do like the name, the Human Scent iPad, though, because it was a new Apple product. I think it's just because it had a tablet at the end of the first guy, so that's the only reason. Oh yeah, no, it was because he didn't read the fine print of the new license agreement, and he just hit I agree without reading, and without knowing he agreed to become an experiment in that process. That was the whole basis, because no one reads them.
Well, Zombeak is like the worst audio I've ever heard in any film. Like, watching the film, it sounds like the audio is coming from a different room. Like, it's so poorly leveled and all that.
That's too bad. But yeah, I remember Luke saying that he got you into Fairy Tail, and then he just kind of dropped off, and you got way into it, which is cool.
Who? What?
My admin Luke, he's a good guy, and his sister is Fluffster.
Oh, your Sir Peabon's sister.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I believe she's way more into anime, and Luke is way into Dragon Ball, even though he hasn't watched very much of it.
So you're the one.
Hey, Paul. Here's
who
a
likes Badger Skull.
But Paul, here's
Right.
the thing. Here's the thing I want to ask you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's certain people who think that streaming or playing a game for the internet will lessen sales. Like, so if somebody watches a game, then they're less inclined to buy it. Do you agree with that?
Well, you mean like yes or no as a whole? Like just to that one statement?
Well, like, okay, well,
say?
for the context is I've been
I'd say
listening.
no as a general rule, but I'd say if it's a very story-heavy game with very little gameplay, maybe.
I suppose because
Probably
like
still no.
the reason I bring it up is because there's a podcast I like, and they've been talking about like these are recent or not recent, but like gaming events from like the last year, because I'm catching up on episodes, and I was thinking of streaming Persona 5 because I love that game, but apparently you're not allowed to, because Atlas of Japan they don't want that, and if you play the game on PS4, they forcibly block recording during cutscenes, and then when you're back in the gameplay, it says like, okay, you're
that's
fine.
only if you're doing the share function of the PS4. That won't apply to Elgato.
No, true, but regardless, like if you were caught doing it, you could get in a lot of trouble, like legally. And the only reason they gave was because of spoilers, and it's like nobody cares.
Well, the people who do care won't be watching this. Will stop watching the stream anyway.
Yeah, it's such a
Long
weak
before they have too
excuse.
much spoiled, I would have thought.
And it's only Atlas in Japan too. Like Atlas and the US Atlas is like, yeah, we're trying, guys, but they just don't want to budge. And then
Oh no, it sounds like they're Sega all over again.
what do you mean?
Like, well, Sega had a horrible
Yeah,
division between.
moral of the story: read the terms of service.
Sega had a horrible division between the Japan and US divisions.
How's that?
That's what tore them apart, really. Is the Japanese side wanted all stuff different than the US side, and like they'd undermine each other and stuff like that.
Like, what'd they do? Was it an advertising thing? Move,
No, it's just
move,
like,
please.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, it was advertising as well, because the Japanese Sega of Japan, in general, hated the way that Sega of America did their advertisements, if I remember.
It's a tricky fish. Yeah.
Stuff like that, and then Sega of Japan, they hated some of the other stuff Sega of America did, like they didn't support the 32X at all.
Here? Because I don't remember the 32X being very prominent.
Well, they didn't make anything for the 32X. That was all Sega of America.
They had... Oh, really? They had Knuckles
Yeah.
Chaotix.
Yeah, because that was made in-house at Sega of America.
I guess the fish in my mouth is Mother Nature intended. That would be an interesting minigame.
A lot of the stuff in Sega of Japan made didn't come over to America because with the Saturn age, because Sega of America decided all games had to be 3D, and then like the Saturn was really good for 2D RPGs, but none of them really came over.
I didn't
Or
think
most of them
that
didn't come over.
I didn't think that relations between companies could be any worse than Microsoft here and Microsoft in Japan.
What
As
does
far as
Microsoft in Japan do?
as far as the Xbox. I don't know about
Well, that's not to
computers,
do-
but
That's more to do with just Japan being Japan when it comes to the Xbox.
well, the
I
Xbox
think that's to
barely
do with
sold
Microsoft.
like any units in Japan.
I don't think that's much of Microsoft's fault though.
Well, it was a
think-
marketing thing. They didn't believe in
Well-
it, and a lot of competition, like a lot of game companies, wanted Sony to be their backer.
Well, Sony's big in Japan, and the Japanese people are also really nationalistic, so they don't.
Yeah, they want to stay
support-
loyal.
They don't want to support an outsider's game console.
Yeah, because it was
It's borderline xenophobia, really. I mean,
a little bit, but I mean, the design-wise, I could see why they like it the PlayStation better. And that was a big
I
thing
can see,
with companies
I can see
too.
them liking the smaller size better. That's the only thing I really prefer.
It was a big
will say-
thing, so I don't know.
Well, there was also the thing people said where it's like, oh, it's because it's black, and black in Japan means death or whatever. But that doesn't apply clearly because PS2 was black.
Yeah.
Like that was on Did You Know Gaming or something, wasn't it?
It was on a few.
Stuff that's-
It's a few videos, but yeah. I don't know. They just liked how it was presented, I guess. And they're all about saving space, and PlayStation was always smaller.
Well, the Xbox 360 was really compact for what it was.
Yeah, but it was also pretty big. But now I understand why they introduced slim models. It's not really for us, it's for Japan.
Doesn't help though, I don't think. Did they even bother releasing the Xbox One in Japan? I thought they didn't bother releasing it in some places.
I think they did,
did
but
before.
no one bought it.
Such a shame.
Why?
Because there's no reason for that to be, really, I don't think.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not
I
like
only
that-
say that because I like PlayStation regardless, but yeah, I mean, it would be nice if it had more of a chance. And Microsoft here and Microsoft over there.
I feel like if they did everything they had to do, they still wouldn't be able to get a foothold in Japan, which is kind of sad.
I do like how, going back to Sega, I do really like how they were in jeopardy after the Dreamcast, and then like the Yakuza series kind of like kept them afloat. Like it was a really it was a big gamble, but they
I
did
think
it.
7 titles for the Yakuza series is enough, though. I think they should stop making Yakuza games for a while.
I'm really interested in their new IP that they're starting with the Yakuza engine.
Yeah.
It looks
I
really,
told you
really
about that,
cool.
didn't I?
Well, I knew about it before, but yeah, it's just like the crime, like you're a detective and you
I think I
explore
saw it
and
through
stuff.
Sega Bits. Like they were talking about it.
I knew about it from the podcast I listened to.
Okay.
Because one of the guys is a really big Yakuza fan. Mr. Super Eye Patch Wolf.
I really like Yakuza, but it's also very samey.
I really want to play Yakuza
Unless things
0.
change a lot as the series goes on from where I'm at, I don't think it needs to be as much longer than what it is already.
Hey Paul, what do you think about Telltale shutting down?
I think it's a shame that we'll never see Wolf Among Us 2.
What the hell was that anyways? Like, they were working on stuff, and then suddenly it's like, alright, we're out.
Oh, I found a video by, not Super Eye Patch Wolf, Super Bunny Hop about that. I've been meaning to watch that. I started watching that at work, but I didn't finish watching it.
I wasn't like a huge fan of Telltale, but I mean, they had some good stuff, and they weren't...
I didn't like any of their games except for,
Walking
what's
Dead.
it? I just said, no.
Oh no, Telltale made Sam & Max! That's
I
too
didn't even
bad.
like that. Well, I don't even like that as much as the original one, so...
You
I
haven't
can't
even
say I
tried
like it.
them!
But I like the original, like, old PC game one, where it's got charming pixel graphics.
Well, they still have charming 3D graphics, too. There's a lot of really good humor in those games, Paul. You'd really like them, trust me. They keep that same vibe very, very well.
Okay, fine. Telltale Games has Sam & Max and The Wolf
Walking
Among
Dead.
Us.
Well, yeah, Wolf Among Us.
I don't care about Walking Dead.
A lot of people did.
Okay, fine.
That was a
They
big
got
seller.
that one.
The first season was a huge deal
That was
for a
part
lot
of the
of people.
problem, though. That's what did them in, though, is that they saw The Walking Dead as a massive success that it was, so they just kept trying to repeat the same success over and over.
Yeah, they wouldn't let people branch out for new ideas.
Well, yeah, they bought loads of expensive licenses and just did the same thing over and over with it.
I heard the
Like,
Batman Telltale game was pretty good.
Well, yeah, but it's the same thing as...
I know,
The
but
Walking Dead, the reskin.
story-wise, it was good. It was enjoyable.
I heard Minecraft story mode wasn't an abomination.
What the fuck was that? What was the point of that? Why did they continue production on that even after the company closed?
Oh man, is that really the case?
Yeah, that was the one thing they're working on finishing up because it was already in a deal with whoever was licensing it.
That's a shame. One of my video game friends was really excited about...
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Your video game friends?
My friend who's enthusiastic about video games.
Okay, I
He
thought someone
really-
in the game that you just kind of talk to here and there. But no,
He
go
was
on.
really excited. He really liked The Wolf Among Us 1, but then he hated Telltale Games because he found out all about the injustices they were doing, and he was like happy about them closing down. But
I'm
then
sorry.
I was like, oh, but it's sad about No Wolf Among Us 2. And he's like, eh.
I'm sorry, I really like the idea of you just staring at his screen talking to an NPC, asking him to be your
Why?
friend. Because it's so
Why?
desperate. Like, please,
mean.
please love me. I'm not attacking your character as a person, I just think it's a really funny visual for someone to do that. Also, hold on. I like their Walking Dead
I'd say
series for a while. It just got so predictable and repetitive, like, oh hey, check on these neat new love interests you can get to know.
I'd
Choose
say
one of
to
them
the
to
video
die.
game character.
And then realize it doesn't matter because they die at the end anyways, yeah. Favorite had to be second one because that was their biggest range of endings. That's good. I have the second one on Steam. I have both of them on Steam, but I haven't played season 2 yet. And then they released episode 1 of the final season, and that's all that'll ever be. So that's an unfortunate cliffhanger. I also tried, what was it? Was it 100 Days? Was it the side episode of Walking Dead? That one was alright.
Oh, did I tell you a forklift driver at my work pooped himself? That was a good work story.
What?
I just remembered that.
Wait, who?
This morbidly obese forklift driver, he pooped his pants and went to work, and he didn't try to hide it.
Oh no. Oh,
He was just like, yep.
no.
I saw my britches, I'll be right back.
What the
Mm,
fuck,
fine.
dude?
What?
That's a bit of a social faux pas. You know, to just be like, well, that happened.
Well, how can you hide it? It would probably stank.
You wasn't embarrassed about it or anything?
I mean, he was probably a little embarrassed about it, but
These are good fishing stories. This is literally what would be if you were fishing on a lake. You'd just be talking and shit. It's very relaxing.
Justin, let's go fishing together when I
That's
come to America.
No, it's okay. Fishing's boring.
I like fishing. I like fishing though.
I like video game fishing.
I like
don't
catching
the
real life.
thing.
I like catching mackerel IRL and then gutting them so I can eat them.
Much like a lot of things in real life, I like their video game counterparts a lot more.
Like blue hedgehogs. Oh, that was a joke at work that was good. Why did the hedgehog cross the road?
Because he had to get the rings on the other side.
To see his flatmate. Get it?
No.
Because his mate's flat. 'Cause he's a hedgehog.
So why is the other person flat?
No. Why did the hedgehog cross the road?
Yeah?
To see his flatmate.
I don't get it.
Because his friend hedgehog was run over tragically by a
Oh
vehicle.
no! That's not cool.
He laughed though.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I pictured it for a second.
We
Yes,
told that joke to Alice
sorry.
and she was like, "Oh no, I like hedgehogs."
To who?
Like, sorry. A grill.
Fluffster got it. Well, I'm glad. Took me a bit. I'm sorry. Also, Paul, I'm just curious, is the only anime you've fully seen K-On?
No.
Because you watch
I haven't-
clips of everything else?
I haven't fully watched K-On!
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I didn't even finish watching season 1.
Why? How?
Because I don't want to. I don't want to end it.
Doesn't make any sense.
If I watch it all and it's over, I'll be really sad.
Then just watch it again. It exists eternally.
It's probably got a sad ending.
It's K-On!
It's probably a really sad ending when the girls all say goodbye to each other.
Well, that might be during the London trip movie, but...
I'm happy enough with the clips.
I told Luke he looked so disappointed. Your hedgehog joke. Okay,
Also,
a guy walks into a bar and says, ow. And that's my joke.
Ah.
What's brown and sticky?
Tell your brother I said thanks for making Mio an emoji.
Paul?
Oh wait, was that him? That was him, wasn't it?
That's
Oh, no,
Kiwi.
That was Kiwi.
Paul,
Sorry, I'm confusing P-Buns.
what's brown and sticky?
A
A stick.
burn victim.
No.
Just
your mind out of the
burn
gutter,
victims stick
sir.
Together.
No. Don't say these things.
That was really cute. No. No.
Stop.
You sounded like one of the characters in Mitsubishi Colors.
Yada. Yada sne.
You sounded like the little girl who screams in Mitsubishi Colors when the guy crushes her paper plane.
Was that another clip you saw?
Yeah.
Mm.
I love the clips of Mitsubishi
I'm
Colors.
gonna take a page out of Fluffster's book and go harumph.
Like the little girl runs into an automatic door, and then the other girls say, "Are you alright?"
She
And she
bops
says,
her, and then
"I'm
your friend goes,
fine,
"Yeah,
just-"
you alright, mate?"
Yeah, and then she says, "I'm fine. Just tell me, is the automatic door okay?"
You know how there's that video of like all the Shia LaBeoufs like doing the "Just Do It" speech, but they're like overlapping like 50 million times.
Mm-hmm.
What if they did that with "You alright, mate"?
I'd be very upset.
It was like, and then he says, "Now play classical gas."
I forgot about classical gas. It's been a while.
Oh my god.
I like the one where Bart brings classical gas to school.
Yeah, make Paul feel bad for that. For that.
Like Bart lifts up the box that's supposed to have Santa's little helper in it. He goes, now play classical gas.
Now it's all the Megalovania jokes.
I'd wager he has some variety of walking clock in that box.
You have seen far more Simpsons than I have, sir.
I love classic Simpsons. I know so many Simpsons quotes.
Okay, so then what is another? So you've
Scottish
sort of
Wait, this is a dog. Oh, my friend, you're smarter than I gave you credit for.
you've sort of seen K-On! I guess that'll have to count for you. Is there another one you've sort of seen that you like?
Oh, I told you I was going to show my power level at work by bringing up that I saw K-On! But I decided not to because I don't want to creep out my coworkers.
What are you talking about? Do you know how many people at my workplace have been like, "Oh, you're into anime? That's cool." I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, but if I was like, "Oh, I'm,"
oh no, they asked me like, "Hey, you into anime?" I'm like, yeah." It's happened like 4 times, and every single time it's like, I didn't know this many people were into this shit. That's awesome.
I don't like anime. I don't think.
I fucking do, and I think that's great.
Plus, all my coworkers are like 40 and stuff, and they'll be like, oof.
That's a difference. They could be into Gundam and stuff. There's the classics. You don't know. There's hardcore fans of that stuff. It depends on if it aired on TV, though.
But yeah, she had a Blu-ray of KO, and I was gonna be like, I like that show. It's my favorite character.
When I was a kid, me and Peebs were playing in Morrison's with the automatic doors, and they closed on my head. Oh no!
Oh, I had a fry up in Morrison's today.
I'm
that was
sorry.
Nice. I had black pudding. I had
You went to Morrison's.
I had hash browns, black pudding, fried toast.
Is that a restaurant?
Beans, regular toast as well.
They have regular toast even?
Bacon. I think that's it.
Jeez,
but it was
fatty.
massive. Oh, and a fried egg. I didn't get to finish all of it though. I don't like
Didn't
tomatoes.
even finish it all.
I left the tomato. I left one half of one of the pieces of regular toast.
You said, "Ugh, I'm too good for this place," and you left the tomato on the plate.
And I left a hash brown as well.
Oh, you left hash browns? You monster.
I didn't realize how big it was going to be, and I shouldn't have ordered the toast because it came with fried toast, but I didn't know.
That was my favorite thing. Do they have IHOP over there?
No.
You know what IHOP is? It's the International House of Pancakes, yeah. I got an omelet that was like massive and it was amazing. And then it's like, it had a little footnote. It's like, by the way, this comes with a stack of pancakes. I'm like, yes, please.
Oh, Captain Fluffster, your comment reminded me of the time when I was a kid. Apparently, I used the not roll up window, the push button window in the car. I started like closing my sister's head in it. She remembers it really fondly, but I don't. I must have been really little.
I tried to kill my sister.
No,
oh, Paul, you're
remembers
such
it
a silly.
No, because I was like a little baby boy, and then she was like, I'll stick my head out the window, and then I pushed the button, and then she like had her head trapped in there.
Paul, remember that time I almost died? That was a good one.
No, my mum remembers lots of times I almost died. When I was a little bambino, I climbed up a ladder and got onto the roof when my dad was up there, and she screamed at my dad, and he was like, I didn't bring it up here.
I didn't bring it up here. You poor child. Your dad doesn't love you as he should.
Well, the time thermometer broke in my mouth and I had poison in me. Well, no, not quite poison, but
like mercury.
Poison. Yeah, mercury.
Mercury.
Ronald
Jesus
Weasley.
Christ, dude.
What other times did I almost die?
Do I have Creams over here? It's a restaurant that exclusively does pudding. No, we don't.
Oh, I've been to a Creams. They're lovely, and they do good milkshakes too.
Yeah, I don't think we have if we have a confection, that's confections, right? Is that the term for it?
Yeah.
Like cakes and stuff. If
there's a time I was shaking as a baby.
We might. I'm sorry. What?
I'm just trying to think of all the times I've almost died.
You remember the shaking fondly as well?
No, because I was a baby. Like, I was newly born. Because my mum
Explains a
said
lot.
goodbye. My mum said bye to my aunt, and then she walked into the house and she saw me shaking or whatever, and then she ran back to my aunt. She was like, it's shaking. And I went to the hospital.
Your mom put you down on the floor and said, "Kick the baby." And then you got launched through a window like South Park.
She put a stamp on me that said "Return to sender."
Oh no. Okay, here's another question. Is poutine a thing over there?
No. Or
No?
if it is, I haven't heard of it.
It's just French fries with gravy and cheese.
Ew.
It's actually it tastes good. That's a big thing in Canada. They have separate stores just for that up there.
You made me just shudder from thinking of that.
Like if you go in the
I haven't-
mall and they have the food courts, you know, they have one specifically for poutine and it sells really well. Testing your sonar out.
I haven't been to Creams in ages. I've forgotten the prices. Let's all go together sometime, except for Justin, because he's a filthy yank.
It's true. I'll just stick to my supersized cheeseburgers, thanks. And Taco Bell. And Cool Ranch Doritos, which apparently you don't have over there.
So what, do you guys live in London, or in like the good part of England? Which is
Oh
anywhere
yeah,
but-
that's right, you guys call them chips, my bad. Yeah, chips with gravy and cheese. It's honestly, it's tasty. I didn't expect that I would be super into it, but me and my ex, when I visited her in Canada, you know, we went got some poutine and it was good.
You still visit her?
No. That was fucking
Oh.
that was like 6 or 7 years ago. I haven't talked
Okay.
to her since. Hence the term ex.
I saw my ex in a sweet shop.
Are you
She
really
has a
close to
boy
your
haircut
mic
and I don't
again?
like it. I saw my ex in a sweet shop.
There
She
you
has
go.
short boy hair and I don't like it.
Wait. Your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Paul! I'm so proud of you.
What?
How many girlfriends have you had?
The one?
Must have been 20.
No.
You're a lady killer. Come
No.
on, don't be modest.
being
Yeah,
for real?
I've had the one too. Then I said I don't care about relationships anymore. I'd rather work.
Pretty much.
Air high five. I'll pretend that happened. All right.
Lady at my work was like, oh, if my daughter brought you home, I'd be very happy for her. So
Not sure whereabouts we live, but it's a fair few hours from London.
you don't know where you live?
Her words.
Okay.
Might just be a typo. Alright, anything else you want to talk about before I continue this fishing adventure for too much longer? I've been enjoying the conversation a lot, but, you know.
Let's see, I talked about the guy who soiled himself at work.
What's
did I tell
your
you about
favorite Disney
the guy's
movie?
really...
Mine's Treasure
Dumbo.
Planet.
You're stupid and wrong.
What? Excuse me.
Are you being honest? Treasure Planet,
I
really?
love Treasure Planet. Don't you
I
give me
remember.
that? It's a great movie. It's super well animated and it's a fun story. And it got panned because Disney wanted to phase out 2D.
Oh, Disney animation that's well animated.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say earlier when Captain Fluffster was talking about how her brother was going through a stupid repetitive phase.
She says
I
it's,
used to-
it's Kent, if you know where that is.
I saw oh I know, it's near Brockman. Brockman.
Barack Obama.
It's near Kent Brockman. Whatever.
Brock from Pokemon. He stands
sorry,
right over there.
I was making a Simpsons reference. He turns his frosty dyeing pad into a frying pan. I don't know.
Anyways, what were you saying about Disney?
I can't words. I I don't know. What were we?
You're
so
an
lost.
ass. Treasure Planet was great. I'll have you
What
know.
was it?
So
It
what?
was Ugly
Why?
Dog Man and his jam friend.
It was
Ugh.
really good. Hercules. She likes Hercules, Princess and the Frog. I have not seen either of those.
Honey, you mean Hercules?
What do you mean, Funkules?
Honey, you mean
Ah.
Honey, you mean Hercules?
I have experienced Hercules through Kingdom Hearts plenty,
No,
but that's
I
about
hate
it.
you say that.
That's it. I mean, it's a basic plot. It's just switching out characters.
Oh, I know fine
not so
cuisine.
much in-
I've eaten in the dumpster of a famous restaurant once or twice.
If you watch Let's Plays, you can say you've experienced a game.
No.
Yes, you can.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I saw Oliver and Company like 3 times in a row as a kid. On
I like
videotape.
Oliver and Company.
It's not that good a film.
It's got the best song in it.
He says, "Why should I worry?
Why should I
Fuck
worry?
you."
Got to be population. I got street sidewalk there. I love that song. It's way too catchy.
He says, "Eye to eye."
Oh
Eye to
yeah,
eye.
Aristocats. You know, I haven't seen that in a very long time, but I enjoyed that too.
Oliver and Company's alright.
Thanks for
but it
exposing
wasn't as
us,
good as I
prick.
think I thought it was.
Oliver and Company is the bee's knees.
Do you know it was a better Disney film that came out at the same time by a company that wasn't Disney?
So,
Land Before Time. I think people liked Land Before Time better than Oliver
back to
and
dinosaurs, I see.
Company. I like Land Before Time.
I
The first
don't remember. I remember all the other movies. I don't
The
think I ever
first
saw
one
the
was-
first one.
The first one's the only one that isn't a musical. Because they're
That's
all
true.
different people.
Yeah, they
Also-
were always singing.
Also, don't look up the story of the little girl who voiced Ducky unless you want to be really sad.
Yeah, that's a terrible story.
Wait, you know it?
Yeah,
Okay. I won't have to say it then.
I mean, it just was not a good thing. It's a really, really awful thing to happen to somebody. Especially at that age. I mean, it's bad in general, but, you know.
Justin, let's end the stream on this low note.
What do you think of,
It's
what
poetic.
do you think of the Black Cauldron, Disney's worst property that they don't want to acknowledge?
Pretty
I never saw it.
Kind of cool, isn't it?
There was also Sleeping Beauty, which I guess people like, but Disney considered it kind of a failure. I think when it came out, it wasn't well received.
I think Chuck Jones helped work on that, which I didn't even know until not too long ago. Surprised me when I found that out.
Wasn't that when they were transitioning to like a slightly different production method, so the background art was kind of janky? Or it didn't mesh well with the characters?
The first one, I think, to do that was 101 Dalmatians, where it's like they would directly scan. What was it? It would make it so they had more sketchy outlines, the characters.
Can I confess something to you?
What?
I remember the live action 101 Dalmatians better than the cartoon.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
But no, the 101 Dalmatians, they did a new animation thing for that, and I can't remember if it was in films before that, but it was definitely in films after that, where it would allow them to make
Okay.
copies of the cells.
Fluffster knows
would allow
about Ducky, by the way. So we're all in sadness. What about your cells? Your
I don't know.
incels?
Who even cares anymore? I'm just sad.
Mimi! I want to hear. Go
I'm
on.
gonna look it up.
Keep talking
I'm
about
gonna
it.
look it up so I can tell you directly.
Go ahead and
without-
talk about incels. It's fine.
101 funny. 101 Dalmatians.
I wish Cam was here for that. But let's see what else we got. Little Mermaid. I sort
I
of
love
remember
Little
that.
Mermaid.
Sort of remember that one. That one's not bad.
I love it. Oh, I used to love 101 Dalmatians as a kid.
Oh no, Goofy
It's so
movie.
cute.
I love the Goofy movie. That might be my favorite, but I still really love Treasure Planet. Fuck you, Paul. Shaming my choices on a quality film that took many long years to make and be approved at that.
Our sister looks like Cruella de Vil.
She guys got shafted too, so that's not fair.
Hmm?
The guys who made the people who directed Treasure Planet, they had been working on a bunch of Disney films prior, and they finally got approved for Treasure Planet. It was really good quality. Yeah, they did. Film? They worked on Hercules.
Hercules was better.
And they, like, that was right when they were, like, about to get rid of 2D from animated films. They were focusing more on Pixar, so they didn't advertise the movie properly on purpose. When it would have done, like, pretty well. But it didn't. I think it did alright. But it has a really big cult following now, and I'm part of that, so you're just gonna have to deal with that.
I had the bed sheets when I was a kid, and I grew out of it.
We all had bed sheets. What are you talking about?
I had Treasure Planet bed sheets.
Your sister looks like Cruella de Vil. I swear Goofy movie had some kind of dark backstory.
Hey Justin,
I don't know.
I was thinking about
movie.
something at work the other day about Goofy movie.
What's that?
So Max Goof.
About his dad calling his son a Faget.
Max's surname is Goof, right? So does that mean Goofy's full name is Goofy Goof?
I hope so. That's awesome.
I just realized that the other day.
Yeah, I never thought about that. You're totally right.
That's unfortunate.
His full name is Goofy Goof.
Unless Goofy is just like a nickname, and he's actually got a proper first name that we don't know about.
Who the hell named their kid Goofy? That's just mean.
Yeah, so maybe it is just a nickname.
Like Mickey and... Yeah, it has to be a nickname.
Oh yeah, because in the 50s cartoons he was called George Geef.
What?
Do you not remember there were Goofy cartoons where they changed his design a little bit and gave him a different name called George Geef.
No.
The whole point of those Goofy cartoons was to be like showing you, I don't know, having like satire of everyday life.
Alright, I'm gonna sell these and we'll call it a stream.
Well, there'd be ones about like fishing and ones about dieting and all stuff like that.
I remember there was the
about smoking.
On the DVD release of Goofy movie, they had some old Goofy cartoons. One of them was like when Hollywood agents discovered him laughing in a theater and made him a star. They're like, he's got talent, and then they showed the rise and fall of an actor.
Are you referencing the black and white cartoon?
No, that one was in color. It was like those informational ones where like there was a narrator and you just kind of saw Goofy.
No, but I think that's supposed to be a reference to how his character, like, his first appearance in the cartoon, all he did was laugh in a theater.
Yeah.
In his first cartoon. Like when he was still called Dippy Dog or whatever it's called.
I don't know. I'll have to look up the backstory of Goofy movie though, because I know there were some like darker themes in the movie itself, which I really appreciated, because I went through stuff like that too with my parents, but I don't know. It's just I'll check it out. It'd be fun to see.
Also, like the Goofy cartoon where he's got the wife.
Also,
and then
Paul, remember this is the message to end on.
He's saying goodbye to his wife and she's driving off, and then she drives through the fence and destroys it all because women drivers, and then he goes, "Wow, she made it."
But Paul, remember,
like, wow.
Just remember, Tom Nook likes ham, so I had to leave.
Bye, everyone. Hopefully, it hasn't been too bad.
Hope you had a good time today. Thanks for chilling out. And Paul, thanks for
follow pfiggy95 on Twitch.
Yeah,
most days.
Paul, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
See you later, everybody.